Alright, so I've got a little chick that isn't doing so hot. Found her in the brooder, just laying kind of awkwardly, and just already lost 2 today. I don't know what's going on with today, but I found one dead this morning, and I tried helping one this afternoon, but it was already too far gone. This one is at least drinking. This is just some warm water with some blackstrap molasses in it, and so I hope you guys can see this, but I'm just putting a little bit on the beak, and she's sucking it in. We had to do this with a duckling last year, and it brought her back, so there she goes. More. I'm gonna keep holding her, try to keep her warm, keep feeding her a little bit at a time, and we'll see. Hopefully she pulls through. All right, guys, it's now going to be 2 weeks tomorrow since we got our Cornish chicks. So I want to give you an update on how they're looking and their size, and let you know what we've been dealing with here over the past 2 weeks. So we've had a little bit of drama going on. But here is everyone, and they are ready to be fed. So we're going to get ready and get their feeders out of here and get them cleaned up and fed. So I'll let you see that. Ooh. They keep making a mess of this water, so I tried propping it up to help keep as much bedding out. It's doing better, but it's still not ideal. Alright, so we're going to get these things hosed out. This isn't for you guys. And then I'm gonna work on getting these feeders filled up. These feeders are from Stromberg's. They were just an inexpensive feeder. Get out of here. I'll feed you guys next. And not real happy with the dimensions on them. I mean, the price is great, but they're a little too narrow. If they'd be about an inch wider or so, they'd be a lot easier to fill, and I'd be much happier with them. But for the price, I guess I can't complain too much. But I know you guys are hungry too. Get out of there. This is your feed. There you go. All right, looks like we've got a jailbreak down here. And we'll go ahead and get these guys fed. There'll be chaos here in just a second. Easy, guys. Get out from under it. All right, got both of those in. Now, I like to put these in to kind of help reduce the clutter amongst them. Thinking if or when we do this again, I'm going to invest in another one of these long feeders. But everybody seems to be doing good. We've had some issues throughout this this second week. We have lost 8 of the birds, so that was kind of stressful. They just their mortality rate, like we was talking about last time, is kind of high. They grow fast, and all the studies show that they have heart failure is what ends up happening. 1 minute they'll be fine, and then the next minute they're gone. So we've lost 8 pretty much to that. You come down in the morning or home from work, and there'd be 1 dead inside of the brooder. So, but it's probably been 4 days, I'm gonna guess, since we've had 1 die. So hopefully we're past that, and we're starting to pick up feeding. I kind of dropped their feeding to once a day, and we're back into twice a day now. So hopefully now if we get by that, and we can start putting a little weight on them. Next week they're going to be hopefully going outside. They're getting big, they're noisy, and our bedroom is right directly above them. So, you know, they are like an alarm clock. About 6 o'clock every morning, they're starting to get restless. So, yeah. So hopefully next week we get them out on the pasture. I've been working on building a mobile shelter for them. I'm going to show that to you guys. Pretty happy with the way it's turned out. And we're going to use that out on the pasture with some electric netting around them, and then I can wheel this mobile shelter for them to be able to get in out of the elements if need be. So it should be pretty cool. All right, we'll take a minute and walk you guys through the field. The peach trees are starting to bloom. Hopefully we get some peaches this year. They always flower nice, but then we get a frost, it seems like, and it kind of wipes out our peaches. We're usually pretty good at getting some apples down there. The furthest 3 are all pink lady apples, and they usually produce for us every year. But peaches we don't have so much luck with. So hopefully this year we'll get some. Unfortunately, this weekend it's calling for cold weather again, with high 30s, so hopefully it doesn't dip too much below that, and hopefully we have some success this year. Over this way, you can see we started clearing off some more of the brush. My father-in-law has that little dozer that you may have seen in some of the other videos. Came over and started pushing some of this off into a burn pile for me. And between he running that and me continuing to run the tractor, we've got a lot of this this here cleaned up. So what the plan is he's going to come in here and he's going to cut me a shelf in right here. And I'm getting honeybees in May. So we're going to put just a couple hives, just going to do 2 hives and see if it grows into more. But yeah, so I got them picked up in May. We're going to get some nukes from a guy down in West Virginia. We met up and got to visit his apiary, and it was very interesting. I got a feeling it's going to be a major learning curve, but I'm definitely interested in getting things rolling with that. Maybe produce some honey. Probably not this year, but maybe next year. Hopefully we'll get some honey. I don't know, maybe we'll get lucky, have some beginner's luck and get it this year, but we'll have to wait and see. So we're going to get that cut in here, and eventually I'd like to put a shed row in here where we can do all of our brooding from here on out, and be able to have shelter for the sheep if by chance they would need it, if we'd have terrible weather. My understanding is they like to spend most of their time, even when it's snowing, out in pasture, but I'd like to have it, you know, just in case, or if we have a problem with lambing or anything like that, I think it would be nice to have. All right, and finally I was talking to you guys about making this mobile chick shelter. So right here is what I kind of put together. Just a very simple design. What we're going to do is whenever we set up the netting around, we'll have it around, of course, around the perimeter here, and they'll have their feed and their water and everything here. And then as we move them on to fresh grass every so many days, then I can just pick this thing right up, you know, and just wheel it on out through the pasture. And we'll just move it from paddock to paddock. And I think it's going to work out well. I really do. It wheeled kind of nice. I was wondering, I thought it was going to be kind of big and awkward. It is 6 by 8. I think that is going to be large enough. We'll see as the chickens grow out. But hopefully they'll all fit under here. So I'm thinking, let's see, today's Tuesday. So hopefully by Saturday, we'll see how big they are. If I don't think they're going to slip through the netting, we're going to go ahead and move them out over the weekend. I'm sure we'll video that process. The kids enjoy getting them out and moving them. So we'll get them out, get them fenced in, and let you guys see what their setup's going to be from here on out until they're fully grown. Everybody has their bellies full.